For those of y'all that's joining in, this is none other than your boy, man, DJ Anthony Mix, also known as Wee Boogie, also known as Billy Bob, aka T-Shirt, from the Young Hustlers back in '84, all the way to West B, all the way to what I do right now. Is I'm a businessman, clothing extraordinaire, and DJ. I wear many hats and I operate in a multi-dimensional space. That means I can chew bubblegum and walk and skip rope at the same time. How about that? Anyway, you know, I just found it necessary to tap in touch bases with all of the current events right now. Let me ask you something. Do you think the crash that happened on in Washington D.C. Uh, with the helicopter, the Apache, and the airplane? Do you think that was a mistake, or maybe perhaps sabotage? Because we do know, um, not long ago, maybe during the Biden administration, um, they had somebody fucking with the FAA system. Somebody had hacked in, and for a minute they had to shut their shit down because somebody had hacked in on the flight control system. So just something to think about, you know. Um, Amidst all the bullshit that's going on right now, I can tell you that any kind of act of war would not be the conventional way where they just motherfuckers just say we had war and charge you with a sword or shoot you with a cannonball or drop a bomb. They're not gonna do that with America. They're gonna fucking destroy you with a series of these operatives that's in place committing plunder and shit, committing fires and seemingly accidents, that wind up to be tragic and shit. And it just seems like right now you have a whole lot of situations that's taking place with with many of these operatives that are definitely in place that are definitely uh, implicit in creating these incidents where you have like collateral damage. You have people who are perishing, and and then making it seem as if it's an accident when all the time you have all of these people who Biden let into the country without never once asking any of us how we felt about it. Like last time I checked it, wasn't this a motherfucking democracy? Excuse my French, but wasn't this a democracy? And I'm speaking on something that happened 5 years ago, because a lot of times when these people cast spells and whatever, they do these forecasts and cast spells, they have to tell you first before they actually do it to prevent them from actually getting karma, because the way the universe reacts is if you do any kind of harm without at least informing the people that you're about to harm them, then what happens is that you are held accountable and sometimes get it back immediately or not long from now, or your family get it back. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is that when the Biden administration was in office, as soon as he came in and won that 2021 election or whatever, the first thing that he said he was going to do was, open the border and, let 4 million people in within the first 6 months or whatever. And it just, this is before he became president. And it's the craziest thing. Nobody even flinched, or nobody, I don't know. It may have been social media that was controlling people's, you know, disdain for all that, but it seemed like nobody spoke on it, And I'm not. people like me get shadow banned. So, you know, I spoke on it, but nobody said nothing because last time I looked, a president when he's acting in his rightful capacity is supposed to that ain't part of the executive powers. So I don't really want to hear that shit about you guys getting mad at Trump because he's making all of these drastic changes. I'm like, shit, maybe America needs some changes. Maybe, not that I voted for, not that I want him as my, I mean, I control my own destiny, but I could definitely see where if you were somebody in power and you trying to stop, the leak and you were trying to make a radical change, you will put all kind of shit in power because the stuff that was in play, a lot of it was bullshit. And the media being a democratic control rule with an iron fist. And so I can see why Trump is just like, man, we're gonna, we writing. Look, we are making all kind of executive legislation off the rip. I mean, the first 2 3 weeks, we gonna make some radical shit, put some tariffs in place, and just really shake and bust some shit up. I mean, first of all, the conversations that I'm having is for somebody who may be, in tune with, if you are just kind of stuck on black cynicism and you only thinking about this thing about all black people being unified. That's some bullshit. That's bullshit. We don't we're different people. We're not no monolith. And when I say black, I don't even say that to account for the description of people who look like me and try to toss them all in one salad bowl. I'm just speaking layman terms because I know a lot of you guys. If I say melanated, you will think I'm radical or something. But what I'm speaking on is how these men have had power to do the most unthinkable. The stuff that they was doing, you would think that there would be some kind of measure of voting for. You know what I'm saying? This dude comes in and opens the border and let thousands of people, come in and not vote, not have one vote. And the way the Congress act is, if they're not with something like that, they have the power to intercede and filibuster. Because last time I checked, the body of government that manages everything is the Congress, and the president is only like the spokesman, chairman, presidential, like CEO type stuff. But the body of people, the board, the so-called board or Congress, hold checks and balance and has the ability to intercede and what I'm saying, shut down some shit if they want to. But nobody did that. I'm speaking on the Biden administration as it expressed itself, as opposed to the Donald Trump administration and the stuff that he's doing now. Is no different, except he's taking it a notch further. And I believe I feel a little bit better about him and a lot of his you know uh, a lot of the orders that he you know penciled in was needed. you know uh, and so I'm not mad. And then it was a funny thing, I heard them talking about, and it's crazy because even though the Democrats are not in office power, they are definitely in power. And in an indirect way, they are doing all kind of sabotage stuff that I don't know. I'm just a regular old DJ, but it's an exciting time to be able to really see a lot of the bullshit. Like uh, the people are trying to offset what Trump is doing, these Democrats, by wanting to say that by drilling you are causing climate change, and so we're going to sue you because what you're doing is affecting the climate in an adverse way. So they're playing the blame game as if like you don't have heart, and we don't know that you have energy directed weapons, and you are doing using quiet weapons of war to stage against certain populations of people. You don't think that we know that? But you're gonna try to. I mean, you're not even. Look, they're not even. They're not even intelligent no more. It's like the shit that you were putting together. You're gonna sue somebody for drilling because you think that it created this detriment of this weather, this climate, the messed up climate. I say fooey. I say that's BS. I say that you need to turn off all these microwave and all of these lasers and all of these whatever else that you're using these towers to affect the natural occurrence of weather. And the whole thing, period. That shit need to look the forecast. All that shit need to change because how the fuck are you gonna forecast weather unless you're controlling it? I mean, so that's my rant. Is that anything that I say right now is not supposed to make sense to everybody? And I don't know, maybe later on I'll check the comments. It's not even important, you know what I'm saying? I'm just ranting and raving about, like, you know, be a little bit be a little bit more creative with the bullshit, right? Never insult, layman's intelligence. Like when you do that, you know that it's over. It's a wrap. When the people who are in power cannot even bullshit you right. Now we know politics are great bullshitters and liars, politicians that is. But they also have passionate people who are definitely, they affect change, and you know, I guess they're needed. I mean, I don't know, you know, but that's my take is that there's a lot of microaggression, uh, indirect assaults on America. Some of it externally, some of it internally. So we're dealing with multi. This is World War III, right? Because if you're dealing with America, you just not finna just frontally just come in. No, well, they did do it, open the gate and have an invasion, and they have all these people that are in place that Trump and his partner has a Herculean task of clearing out. And seeing it for what it is, I think he's gonna be in for some time. I don't think it's gonna be. He's gonna use them 19. What's that? 51. Uh, what is that? War Powers Act, where they have reason to believe that with everything going on, there is an emergency. Therefore, suspending the Constitution and some of the normal protocol for how you would have these leaders do 4 terms. Maybe this guy Trump will turn into a czar, but maybe it's needed. It's time that's needed for a czar. With everything that the other administration done in 4 years, man, that's awful. Everything that Obama did was awful. And like I say, the shit that I'm saying, it's gonna sound very treasonous. What I'm saying might sound treasonous for somebody who ain't woke. See, that's what make it so crazy with the dead people. Is them will be the very people that will they don't know anything. The guy talked about that on the Matrix. It's the only way of life that they live. They will kill to defend it. When all the time I can see a crack in the sky. How about y'all? Do y'all see a crack in the sky? Is the weather really cloudy like this is? I want you guys to look up in the sun, look up in the sky sometime, and look for the crack. Because I always see it. They don't have the power to just black the sky out. And when's the last time you seen some real lightning? You just see a haze machine, in effect. So I have the fogger and the hazer. It's the same shit. Is they heat up the fucking isotopes, spray the sky, and who knows what all that they put in the spray. But when they get to telling me all of the cocktails and everything like that, I'll be like, well, fuck it. If I really think about that shit is gonna have some power over me. If I really look at the doom and gloom of everything that they say that they're doing to us and our food and our atmosphere, like if I really looked at that right there, I would give them some power. So I don't think I want to take that offer on the contract. I do believe that these people are doing spells and doing forecasting and definitely introducing stuff. But a lot of it, I rescind. The offer. I rescind. They offer the contract. I just and so I don't know. I just had called the natural organic move who are going to start refusing their bullshit. Like I'd rather watch Tom and Jerry than to watch CNN. You might have a little bit more truth. Yeah, so that's it. That's all. Uh, I will, get back with y'all a little later on. I just had to tap in and, bounce the ball around, bust it up. You know, you know how you get a basketball and shove it and try to make it bank off the rim. You know, sometimes you gotta bounce shit around and bust stuff up and let people know that that that's some fake bullshit. If you're gonna give me some bullshit, give me the real stuff. This is some fake stuff. Don't insult me with some fake stuff. At least make it, you know. Should have never destroyed Hollywood. Yeah. All right. Signing off. I'll holler at y'all. Be good. If you can't be good, be safe.